Yo, yo, yo. For the record, man, state your name or your nickname.
My name is Kionna, and last name Rice. We dominate this shit. Rice and Davis is we in here.
Okay. With that being said, man, did you do a bid before?
Who?
A bid. Did you do time in prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my little girl.
Okay, and do you mind, just like sharing the experience of being pregnant in prison?
Man, that was one of the worst times of my life, tell you the truth. I never cried my whole bid. Because I'm a stand-up person. I stand on all 10. If I did it, I'm going to do the crime. But this happened time I had my little girl in my tummy. So when they took me to that hospital to have her, and I got to leave before she got to leave because we ran fevers. After I had her, we both ran fevers. So for precautionary measures, they gave us antibiotics. I was through with my antibiotics before London was. So that means I was discharged the day before London.
Okay.
I cried like the judge had just handed me down 100 years.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you how God works. I had my baby March the 11th. I went up for parole March the 20th. Made parole and was released April 4th of the 6th. By the time I got home, my baby was 3 weeks old. So I didn't miss but 3 weeks of her life. And she was with the one and only person that I would have trusted her with, and that was my sister and my father. So she was in good hands the whole time. But to leave her in that hospital that one night killed me. I cried all night. I'm talking about when I went to child the next morning. You talking about somebody's eyes was swollen. And I had never cried the whole time. My bed, I never cried. Never. But, I look at things happen for a reason. I learned a lot in prison. I came across some women that I was on Sierra E. Sierra E. Those are for the lifers and the pregnant women. And I learned a lot from those girls, man. I learned some of them weren't coming home. Some of them family had done forgot about them, since they had been in there so long. They didn't get commissary or anything. So, it was deep. It was deep.
Well, let me ask you this then, because I got two more questions to ask you.
I'm sorry.
And the other question is, you basically answered that, what's something that you learned in prison that you probably wouldn't have learned on the street?
Man, I learned a lot. I learned your freedom can be snatched from you just like that. You know what I mean? Just like that. And while you down there, you're taking chances of losing loved ones. You know what I mean? You're taking chances of losing loved ones. And they ain't taking you to no funerals or no visits or no none of that. You know what I mean? You have to deal with that head on, down there in the cell with two, if you don't receive it, two other individuals. You know what I'm saying? But luckily, I didn't lose anyone while I was there. God found favor in me because when I got home from the first bid, which was like a little scare tactic, it was like a little 90-day thing. My mom died 30 days after I got home from that. So I feel like that was God stepped in and gave me those 30 days for me to spend with her. But that second one there, when I was pregnant with London, Mom had done passed. Dad was still sick though, so every day I was still worried about him. But I trusted in Fatima, to hold it down and make sure that he got to his doctor's appointments and everything. And I just prayed. I just prayed, and got into the Bible, and I never called myself a Christian when I was down there, because I know a lot of people get locked up. They want to turn to religion. You know what I mean? They want to turn to religion. I felt fake doing that, because I wasn't doing that when I was out, you know. But I would, you know, pick up my Bible here and there in prison and read it, you know. And a lot of stuff, you know, it clarified a lot of stuff, you know. Just so happened I might pick up one day, you know, and as we waiting on count, you know what I'm saying, I might pick up my Bible and a certain passage, you know, grab my attention. And, you know, and it'll start, certain aspects of my life will start making sense to me.
Well, let me ask you this right here, because we got to be a little more brief right now, because we playing with a time limit with each individual interview. So I want to ask you this right here. Okay, first off, what city you from? What area?
I am from Spartanburg, South Carolina, the South Side to be exact.
Okay, and the last thing, so what you think the number one reason people come back to prison, like revocation, like coming back more than one time? Like, be brief with me, just give me something brief.
Well, that, I don't understand why some people, and I see this more in men than I do women. I see men as repeat offenders than I do women. And I take that as, I take that on, because if you look at society today, you would see, you see all these males, they love to go to the club every weekend to meet up with their boys and stuff. So me, I dictate that no different than jail. You know what I mean? I think they take that no more than jail. You know, not to say that they are homosexual or anything, but they feel like they gonna see such and such. You know what I mean? They gonna be with such and such. You know what I'm saying? So they don't mind out here risking their life doing such and such and this and this. Us women, that's a whole nother breed. We got children we got to be, you know, focused for and therefore, rather than a man, you know what I mean? When it comes to children, the mother is the main source of care, etc., as far as the man is concerned. So that's where I feel like a lot of that come in at.
Okay, we appreciate that. That was some good wisdom there. We appreciate this interview, and that's what we're gonna end it at. You got anything else to say before we end it?
Yeah. On Spartanburg, y'all tighten up. Y'all tighten up, you know what I mean? And I'm sorry I came to y'all, you know, saying burning this stuff on, but you know, I'm around my family, so, you know, it is what it is. But I'm out.
All right.